Jefferson County health officials reported an increase in whooping cough cases over the past few months. The health department there is working with each patient to treat them with the appropriate medicine. Whooping cough is a very contagious respiratory disease that spreads person to person. Symptoms start off similar to a cold, but later develop into a violent cough that makes it really hard to breathe. People with the disease can spread it up to 3 weeks after the cough even starts. Early treatment is important to limit the spread and severity of symptoms.